Hi everyone, my name is Tsakani Balui and I'm part of the team at FirstPlace Assurance and Advisory. So today we're going to have a mini podcast which is going to be me and my fellow colleagues. We're just going to let you guys know about us, where the company comes from, all that exciting stuff. We are based in Randburg. We are an accounting firm wherein we deal with your accounting, your audit, your tax and advisory. Enjoy, thank you. Good morning, Yumacheroni, Awusheni. With me, I have our CEO, Mr. Tumelo Mahaha, and we're just gonna have a mini podcast. How you doing?
Good, thanks. Yourself?
Good. Are you nervous?
No.
Are you good?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah,
Ready?
100%.
Okay. So, I gathered with my team, and then we thought about asking you a few questions just to get to know more about where the company comes from and so forth. You happy with that?
Yeah, happy with that.
So, I want to know, why did you actually start an accounting firm?
Accounting firm.
Yeah.
Well, goes from way back. I studied accounting in high school, and obviously after high school I also did accounting university. And I've always had a passion for business. And one thing that happened 2-3 years ago, we had a global pandemic. And some of the issues that came up were businesses struggling with their accounting, compliance, etc. And I've always known that I wanted to start my own business. So I saw the opportunity to leave my job at the time, because I knew that I could help small businesses with an affordable solution for accounting, tax and payroll auditing services. And yeah, because I'm passionate about accounting, I'm an accountant, and I'm passionate about business as well. So yeah, that's what I then decided to go and start FirstPlace.
Interesting, but why accounting? What is it about accounting? Like, where does the love for accounting come from? Like, you could have, there are so many different things. You could have been a doctor.
Yeah.
You could have done something different. So why accounting?
So I think it starts even then from high school, because I was good in accounting and I became passionate about it. So I loved accounting, I understood accounting, and I did well in accounting. So that's why I'm able to help in that area, because I'm good in it. And I did well obviously in school, etc. And even in practice I did well. So that's why accounting. I don't know if I would have done well as a doctor or architect or whatever, but because I was good in accounting and maths, it became sort of the obvious choice.
Oh, so accounting and maths go hand in hand?
They go hand in hand, yes. Numbers, they go hand in hand.
Okay, interesting. Yeah. And then when you actually started this company, how did you go about finding a name for it? Because I know it can be very difficult. Like, we have hundreds of companies out there and whatnot.
Yeah. So FirstPlace, I also struggled to come up with a name. I put T as my initials. I tried to put things together, but I'm like, nah, it's not coming together. But yeah, eventually I came up with, okay, I want to be a top company. I want to be first in what we do. So I'm like, okay, FirstPlace. So I put first and place together, and obviously assurance is the assurance services we provide, advisory is the advisory services we provide. So literally, after struggling to come up with a name. Yeah, that's sort of how it ended up.
And it is a great name. Like we are First Place. So,
yes.
Yeah. So, okay, what would you say makes a great leader? Like, according to your experiences? Yeah.
I think a great leader, what makes a great leader is a person who's willing to serve.
Yeah.
So a leader is not a person who's bossy or anything like that, but a person who's willing to serve, willing to teach, and willing to be, the helping hand. So for me, leadership is about that. It's about leading by example and servanthood. Yeah.
Would you consider yourself a great leader?
I would say I'm a work in progress. I'm a work in progress. Of course, as human beings, there's always areas of development. Yeah, similarly, I think I'm aspiring to be a great leader.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's what I work towards every day.
Okay, interesting. So we all know that starting a business is taking a risk financially, obviously. So were there times wherein you felt like you are financially drained, and how did you go about that?
Yeah, of course, it takes, especially when you register with the SICAs and the EVAs, the fees, they are very expensive. So obviously when I started, when I was no longer working for a big firm, I now had to pay my own fees, right? Because when you're working there, they pay for your fees. So obviously that was a challenge initially. So I was always just trying to get clients here and there to put up the money together to pay those fees. But that was in the initial stages of the business. Right now the business is approaching 3 years old. And I think we have overcome those challenges.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was one of the things that made me nervous when normally the fees are paid in January. So that first year, because we started in July 2020, so January 2021, I was still trying to get the money for the fees.
Yeah.
So yeah, fortunately things fell in place and we managed to get clients, and then yeah, eventually we made it. But that was literally the only thing I can remember that was a challenge with that particular thing. Yeah, since then things have been okay. The business is growing, and yeah, we're getting there.
So do you have a specific date where you pay yourself, like when you pay your employees?
Yes. So literally, I'm part of the employees as well.
Yes.
when the salaries are paid, I'm also part of the payroll, and I also get paid because I'm an employee as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great stuff. And where do you see your company in the next, probably, let's take it 3 years?
In the next 3 years, so obviously, like I said, we're now approaching 3 years old. So we're still celebrating our obviously the successes we've had over the past 3 years. But over the next 3 years, I'm expecting firstly to grow in whether it's people that work in the business, and also to grow our client base, continue to serve our community. And yeah, really what I see is a company that is growing year on year. Both within internally, we mean the employees, the team, etc., and also with clients.
Interesting. Yeah. So when you did mention that you were working before you actually started the company.
Yeah.
So you left your job. Did you have any source of income, or it was just part of the risk-taking thing?
It was a risk-taking thing. There was no other job. I had other businesses that I was running with my wife at the time, so that was the only other source of income. But with regards to me myself, I did not have anything else. So I was just banking on this. It was just a coin toss on FirstPlace, and knowing that I am trained in this field, I'm qualified, I had confidence that eventually I will break through, just a matter of time.
Yes.
Really, yeah. And that's what I worked on every single day. Woke up and I hustled. Yeah, hustled for clients, because I know that once we get the clients, we'll do the work and we get paid. So yeah, when I left, I had nothing else.
Nice.
Yeah.
So if you were to be given a chance right now to pursue a different career, would you still choose accounting?
I think so. I think I would still choose accounting. Because the career itself, if you look at accounting, especially in what I've my career, I've had an opportunity to go overseas, and I've had other opportunities as well. It's just that I didn't take them to go even permanently overseas and stuff. So the CA route does offer a lot of opportunities. I think I would still be a CA, and just because of the opportunities that it provides. You see, now I'm in business. I could have been somewhere working. I could be overseas. It's just up to me what I want to do, what I want to achieve. But the path itself is broad. So I think I would still choose that because of the options that it gives.
Okay, interesting. as the CEO of this company, given a chance again, would you want your company to be based in different branches?
Yeah, and that's something that in future we will definitely work on to branch out. Obviously, this is a starting location, but as you know, we do have clients in Mpumalanga, we have clients in the Eastern Cape, we have clients in Western Cape, we have clients everywhere. And I think because of the current economic times, we are able to do that. We're able to serve clients whilst being here, but serve clients all over the place, right? But eventually, I would also like to see other branches pop up, in other regions. So, but as of now, we don't see the need yet because we are still able to satisfy our clients even whilst we are here.
Definitely.
So yeah.
So, according to your view, what is an ideal accounting firm?
I think an accounting firm, like any other business, is an ideal accounting firm. You want an accounting firm that obviously focuses on the customer,
Yes,
that addresses the customer's needs. And if we're talking accounting firms, you have to know the accounting, you have to know the tax, you have to know the auditing, right? So yeah, that's for me. I think that's the base or what makes up a good accounting firm. You have to know your work, you have to have the educational background, and you have to obviously serve your clients. You use the knowledge to serve your clients, help your clients on a daily basis.
and also as a CEO that deals with clients every now and then, were the days wherein you clashed with clients, and how did you go about fixing the issue?
Yeah. I mean, with clients, depends on the type of client. We have had difficult clients. We still do have challenging clients, but it's all about understanding each other.
Yes.
You have a common purpose. You're serving the client, right? So they are your clients at the end of the day. So you have to try to meet them at a certain point. So it's all about communicating and communicating well. I think I will just drop it down to that. It's about communication and communicating well, understanding the client's problem, the headache that they have, and trying to help them address that.
So what if you feel like they are not addressing you in the proper way? Like they are so harsh, how do you go about doing that?
Well, I would address it as well to say, guy or lady, don't, let's not get to that. Let's calm down. And so it's all about, communicating with them and bringing them down to your level. Or if it's too hot, then you carry on the conversation tomorrow when things are a bit more calm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So one last question. Based on your personal or rather corporate experience, what advice would you give to a person watching this?
Well, it depends the kind of person watching, but that's a difficult question. Who's watching?
Well, suppose there's a person that wants to own an accounting firm right now. So what advice would you give to them? Simple.
If you want to pursue the accounting firm route, at least have your knowledge base solid, because you will have challenges. Because you can't have an accounting firm if firstly you're not an accountant, right? So you become an accountant, become qualified, get experience, and once you're ready or you feel that you're ready, then go out there and start the accounting firm. And then obviously be client-centric. At the end of the day, we work with people. Definitely. Whether it's accounting, whether it's medicine, it's all about people. So your accounting knowledge will not help you if you don't have people skills, right?
Yes.
So it's all about that. But obviously know the work, right? Know the work. That's the minimum you can make this do.
Makes perfect sense. Thank you so much for your time. That's it from me.
Thank you.
I am Amakaram Buso, and I am a self-trained accountant here at FirstPlace Assurance and Advisory.
Hi Amu, how are you?
I'm good, and yourself?
I'm good. Are you happy as an accountant?
Yes, I would say that I am really happy. I don't have any complaints.
Why did you feel the need to be an accountant?
Well, this stems from primary actually, because as you know, in primary you have different subjects like your social science, natural sciences.
Definitely.
But one of my favorite subjects were economic management sciences.
Okay.
And at that point, I actually wanted to go through the economic route. But then once I got to high school, I got introduced to accounting as another subject. So that's when I decided, no, I would rather go the accounting route because I was actually good in accounting, and then I furthered my studies into that accounting route in university.
Yeah, it really comes from long back primary. I can just imagine what I felt like doing when I was in primary, okay? What do you think is one thing that is generally misunderstood about accountants, or rather chartered accountants?
Well, most people think that accountants are police. They are out there to get you, but it's not even actually the case. You're actually here to help you via the financial burdens that you may experience if you're in business. So yeah.
Okay, so what is an accountant?
An accountant is someone who compiles financial statements. They also do, because accounting is not based on only accounting. It's, you have different branches to account. You have your tax, your credit controls, and etc. So accounting is not only about accounting itself. So you can go different routes into accounting. Yeah.
Okay, suppose there's a person who's doing their business management at UJ or whatever the case may be. Do you think it would be easy for them to become an accountant, like having to not have went through the become accounting or whatnot, just their business management?
Well, I don't know how to answer that because I don't have much insight on business management.
Yeah.
Because I think maybe they would have had like a basic accounting in the first year, and I don't think that's solid enough.
To be an accountant.
Yes.
Okay, it makes perfect sense. So a person with just basic accounting wouldn't really be an ideal accountant.
Well, there is always room to learn. So I think if you are eager to learn, then I don't see a problem.
Okay, makes perfect sense. So what have you learned so far at FirstPlace?
What have I learned? I actually learned a lot. What have I learned actually? Well, for starters, I've learned how to compile financial statements, doing your VAT on e-filing on the seller's website, the payroll. I didn't even know that there was like a software where you can do your pay slips and etc. I did not know, but then now I know.
Definitely. That's good. That's good. So one last question from me. Are you happy?
Yeah, I'm extremely happy here. I think this is a really healthy workplace. Seeing that it's actually my first ever job that I've ever had in my life, so I think it's really great here.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much. That's it from me.
My name is Samgelo Daile. I'm an intern. I do auditing at our FirstPlace.
Okay, Mr. Daile, how are you doing?
I'm good.
Good. So I'm just going to ask you a few questions, obviously based on your experience in the corporate world, especially here at FirstPlace. Is that fine?
Yeah, it's fine.
Perfect. So I assume you did internal auditing at tertiary, right?
Yes.
Correct. Why internal audit? What's so nice? What's so special about internal auditing?
Okay. And I'm gonna try to make it shorter because it's a very long story. At first, to me, auditing, it was introduced to me through a friend who was studying auditing. He was studying CA route. So he introduced me to it, and then they registered it with my granny, and then that's how I introduced. Then in university, I fell in love with auditing due to my lecturers and the people I knew in university. So that's why I think for me auditing is where I see myself.
So you are basically good in numbers. You are a number person.
I wouldn't say auditing it's numbers, but if you need to be good also, and you need to also have an open mind.
Okay.
Yeah, because without being open-minded, you're gonna be restricted. Yeah.
Okay. You mentioned that you wouldn't say audit is numbers. What is audit?
Auditing. I'm gonna try and make it as simple as possible.
Definitely.
Like auditing it's our daily life. Everything you do, you audit, because if you buy a house, you need to put a fence. That is part of auditing. You are protecting your house from invaders or any risk. You see, to make it simple, that is how I see audit, me as myself.
That was a perfect example. For a person like me who doesn't really know about audit, I definitely understand. So, ever since you joined FirstPlace, what is it that you feel that you have learned so far?
Yo, it's a lot. Like I said, it's a lot. But to pick on one thing, ne? It's for me. I learned a lot, and I've grown as a person. What I've learned is that auditing, I've already said it. It needs you to have an open mind. So in order for you to be able to achieve your goals, you need to think like beyond what you are thinking like currently. It's auditing is, like I said, it's daily life. Yeah.
Okay, one last question. Are you happy with the workplace culture?
Yo, I'm wonderful. Because
Wonderful.
this place, I think it's I will really recommend it to people who want to grow as a person, to grow as an individual, and to grow as in your career. And that's how I view it. If you want to learn, you can come. You can come because it gives you that opportunity and platform to learn and grow.
Definitely. Okay, thank you so much. My experience has really been great. Considering that I do not really have an accounting background, I'm learning a lot, your bank reconciliation, how to maneuver accounting and whatnot. So yeah, my experience has been really good. Like myself, when I came here, I was clueless, and when I had to go the zero course and whatnot, it was hard, it was difficult. But then when I got to do the actual process, it felt really easy. So bank reconciliation for me so far, it's extremely going well. I enjoy work because I feel like it's important. I spend almost every day here, 2 days at home, so I need to probably enjoy the people that I work with, the workplace environment. It's very important. So to me, it's very nice. Our boss is not even uptight. He buys us lunch. Like, you see, so yeah, it's really nice. So that's it from me and my team. We are FirstPlace. Whenever you need help with your accounting, your auditing, your taxation, business advisory, consulting, you know where to find us. Thank you.